Hello everybody, how's it going? We are here with a timeless reading. I hope that you're all doing well. Before we get started with the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple different things going on here. Let's just speak in general ways. For some of you, there is a focus on the work you're doing and how much you're getting paid, how much you're being compensated for what you're doing. This doesn't only have to be in like an official work setting. This can be like when you show up with a partner and you put in work, do you also feel like they're showing up with you? When you are actually like at work, if you go to some sort of job, do you feel like what you're doing is appreciated? Do you feel like it's enough for you? Because when we talk about compensation, it's not just like I come in for 4 hours or for 8 hours and like you give me this money in return physically. This is like, do you feel like your energy is appreciated? Do you feel like you're actually doing something that matters to you? Do you like what you do? Are you in a space where that's something that maybe you're reevaluating or thinking about? Because I'm seeing you be like, I want to be doing something that's really worth it to me. And I'm seeing this be a big focus on like roles that you're playing within your life. For some of you, I'm seeing that you recently made a change, or you are in the midst of making a change, or you're about to make a change, and it's because you want to do something that feels rewarding to you. And I'm not even seeing this be anything where, like, you're not going after anything, I'm not seeing this be unrealistic in any way. I'm seeing that you've spent time thinking about this. I'm seeing that you want to do something that feels worthwhile to you, and it looks completely realistic. Honestly, like, you could probably dream a bit bigger if you wanted to, but I'm seeing you be very, very practical right now, and I'm just seeing you be on track with that. So if that sounds like something that you're experiencing right now, you may very much find that this reading resonates with you. There can also be like something going on with a boss too, where you're communicating, or like a company. You could be talking about like salary or compensation. For some of you too, you could be like reevaluating prices. Like those of you that do entrepreneur type work. We're starting with the Ten of Swords and the Lovers. This feels like a very, very quick, like, rebound bounce back. I'm getting confirmation of this. This is a side note, just randomly this is coming through. If any of you guys have questions about like how I read, or wanting to learn how to read intuitively and stuff like that, or especially if you have like specific questions, sometimes I do Q&As. I try to do it like at least, I don't know if I actually do it once a month, but like I try to get on there regularly. So if you guys have questions, you can follow me on Instagram, or just like look up my Instagram and you can like ask me stuff, or wait until I do a Q&A and like save your questions for then. But like I'm happy to answer if any of you guys are like trying to get into this and you want to know how it works, or you have questions. Yeah, I don't have anything like officially set up as far as teaching, because I find that it's just easier for me to answer like specific and individual questions. So yeah, I know that's like very random to be coming in here, but it all comes through for a reason, and I'm getting like somebody being very, very curious. So if that is you, I like welcome you to reach out, especially if you have specific questions, or again, just wait till we do a Q&A, because I do Q&As on Instagram. And you can find my Instagram in the description box below. It is Gabriella Blue 44. That's my Instagram handle. Okay. So what I'm seeing is that there was a cycle that had ended that you'd be like glad that this thing is over now, but you may still be sort of adjusting to it. The way that I'm seeing this energetically come through is like something isn't there anymore, and so you may be feeling that like empty space, but I'm also seeing you very quickly fill it in with somebody that you're hanging out with or spending time with. But this doesn't have to be a person. This can also be an activity that you've been doing that right now you're really, really into this. For some of you, it's going to be like somebody new that you've been hanging out with, or just somebody that it's like a new dynamic, or the dynamic has shifted, meaning maybe it's a friend that's always been around that you hadn't had really like had on the back burner, and now you're going to be spending more time with them. Or like you wanted to take your sewing machine out of the sewing cabinet and you finally did, and now that thing that has finally come to an end, you're going to fill it up with that time. So you're taking that space and you're putting something in that spot now, and something that feels like an upgrade to you, or at least something that you can engage in now. It's like interesting enough to you that you're like not feeling that empty space so much. There may be a conversation, for those of you that this is a relationship, an interpersonal relationship that you've sort of hopped into. There may be a conversation that's going to be popping up with you and this person. It feels like it's like, where are we going? What's going on? For some of you, this for sure feels like rebound energy. I'm seeing one of those specifically. It's like this pink purple chrome. It's like this roller that you put on your face. It reminds me of like octopus tentacles. I don't know what it is exactly, but it almost looks like a cylindric hairbrush. You know, the ones with like the really fine things and it like goes all the way around. I hope that for those of you that know what I'm talking about, you're gonna know what I mean. It's this like roly thing that you put on your face. That is an image of that is coming through. Okay, so this person that you're connecting with, or this, we're just going to say that it's a person, and for some of you, know, this can be like a project of yours or just an interest of yours that you've been connecting with. Put it where it works for you. So this person that you're connecting with, I'm seeing things like get off the ground, and I'm seeing you definitely be interested, but I'm getting that this is like a fun thing. I'm not getting this be a serious thing. Like, I'm not seeing you guys like exchanging wedding rings or anything like that. This is more so just something that feels playful. You have like a connection with this person for sure. Like, Two of Cups is here. You guys have a legitimate connection with one another, but you may not be like trying to tie each other down right now. It's kind of like seeing where the adventure is going to take you. This is how I'm seeing it. For some of you, this is somebody that you've been with before. I'm seeing a merry-go-round here. The song Be Honest by Georgia Smith is coming through. Love Georgia Smith. Okay, this is what's happening. You had an ending with someone. You may be, things were very, very challenging, the ending you had with this person. You may be sort of rekindling things with them and being like, I wonder where it's going to go this time, but let me just be very, very clear with you. If you are okay with this being sort of unserious, if you're okay with this being a playful thing, if you're okay with this being somewhat inconsistent, if you're okay with this just being a casual thing, then that's going to work out great for you. But for some of you, you're thinking that this is going to turn into something else, and you've already been in a cycle with this person where the same thing happened, where you were like, maybe it's going to turn into more. And I'm seeing like them not wanting this to be more than a casual thing is like probably why things ended the last time. And I'm seeing something about their behavior popping up again, like doing the same stuff that they were like they're still in the same spot that they were before. So for those of you that this is like a repeat cycle with somebody, they're in the same energy. And so if you're not down for that, if you are not down for this to be a casual thing, just be aware, because I'm seeing very casual energy here. So yeah, heads up. You may really want a commitment, actually. You may even know that entertaining this person is going to be, there's going to be like pain involved in this opportunity. I'm getting confirmation of this as well. Pleasure and pain tied together. But it's going to be emotional pain. It's going to be mental pain. Also, too, for those of you that this person will agree to be in a relationship with you, for some of you, they're even the one that proposes it, but they're still like in their ways. And it may not be something that you may not feel like you can build a future with this person. I'm seeing a purple butterfly here. Guys, listen to me, okay? Listen to me. If you had a cycle with this person in the past, I'm getting a very, very specific energy coming here. If you had a cycle with this person in the past and you felt very hurt by their behavior, you could have felt like what they did was very careless and felt very, very hurt. Because I'm getting this sense like this person was not loyal to whatever it was that you had going on. And you felt very hurt by that. And things came to, I'm hearing the word blasphemous. Things came to a really painful ending with this person. But it's like you felt things ended long enough for you to feel like there was an open slot, sort of. And for a lot of you, this is the same person coming back through again to kind of fill that space again. And you may be like, oh, we're reconnecting now. You know, like the universe has brought us back together. After all of that stuff happened back there, this is for sure the same person. But it's kind of like you could have thought that this was going to be a new cycle. And even though it is a new cycle, thematically, the same thing is going on. So, like, you're in the beginning phases where you're like, wow, everything's magical and so much fun and we get along and I remember, like, what great chemistry we had. And then before you know it, it's like they're doing that same stuff that they were doing before. They're inconsistent with you. You can't rely on them. It's like you go out with them and you catch them, like, checking out the waitress, you know, and you're just like, what are we doing here? You go to the bathroom, you come back, they're like getting the waitress's number. You're like, I thought we were exclusive. What's happening here? Like that. It's just the careless behavior. But you may feel like this person is just not a grown-up is what I'm hearing. But for some of you, I am seeing this person they lied to you. The Seven of Swords wanted to come out. So it would have been a situation where they specifically lied to you about another person. Like for some of you, they cheated on you. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You would have already known this. So yeah, I get more than anything you felt like this person was careless. That word is coming through. very strongly to characterize this person. And you could feel like this is kind of, what's the expression? Rubbing salt in the wound. It's kind of like a thing that's happening just again with this person. But you may have also felt like you didn't fully heal. And this is sort of coming back up and bringing up old wounds for you. Because I'm seeing like after the fact, feeling hurt again by what's going on with this person. Like there's this opportunity here for you to connect with them, but I'm still seeing it feel very, very painful for you. I'm looking at Aries on the bottom of the deck. I'm also looking at Gemini. I'm seeing Cancer too. So as I said before, like this person is coming through and being like, I want you. Like they're pursuing you. I'm seeing them be like hot on your trail. So you feel wanted by this person and they may be validating something for you where you're like, I want to be wanted. And so like they know how to hit on you. This is somebody that you find very charming, very appealing, and you like the way that they approach you. Like you're attracted to this person. Definitely. Like the vibe of them. But what I'm getting to is that there's definitely pain that comes with this person's lifestyle and their behavior, the choices that they make. And that's a willing thing on their end, you know? It can be challenging because sometimes we can have a relationship with somebody and having like the Two of Cups show up before, like you have a legitimate connection with this person. Like you may feel like this person is like one of your soulmates, or like that you have an above average connection with this person. However, you just having chemistry with somebody is not the whole story. The main majority of the story is how somebody chooses to show up, how somebody chooses to act, chooses to behave, the choices that they make, especially when you guys are together in something. And I'm seeing the choices that this person makes, they're very hurtful. But also you have this opportunity with them. So what do you want to do here? For some of you, this has already started. I'm seeing you've already been kind of back in the swing of things with them. They can be a fire sign or show up in a fire energy. You haven't fully cut cords with this person. It's why they have such easy access back to you. Like when things ended with them, you did not cut cords, and that's why I'm seeing it's like so easy for them to sort of slide back in there energetically with you. Which isn't, like, it's not here nor there. I'm just saying this because I'm observing it. But that's not like a bad thing or a good thing or whatever. It's solely an observation. But if you were wondering, like, why was it so easy for them to sort of just like waltz back into my life after all of that happened, it's because there's still an attachment with this person and it was not cut off. And so this is kind of like bringing this back for you. For some of you though, this person, they have an issue with their sacral energy, meaning for some of you, they have like a really wild sacral attachment, and you just may like feel like something's off with their sacral energy. That would have been what the issue was before. Like you could have just not understood why they were still connecting like on some sort of like sensual level with other people and couldn't, or like weren't just willing to do it with you. And it's because they're like so identified with, I'm seeing the Emperor pop out again. This is Aries. I'm also looking at Capricorn here too. It's because this person is so identified with their desire system. like they're so identified with their root and their sacral that they haven't yet like activated within their heart. It's like a blockage in the heart chakra. So this person is like so identified with like physical form and just like the basic like instincts and stuff that like they haven't had a full awakening yet. So yeah, if you were wondering what the problem is, that's what it is. Like you may be like more fully awake than this person, because I'm seeing these like little lights going off and on for every chakra, which is like an energetic portal within you. And the higher up you go, the more you can see like behind and beyond the illusion of form, and you know that this is not all there is. But when you're in the lower chakras, you're just worried about, a person is just worried about like, what am I gonna eat today? Like needing to make money. Like, what do people think about me? Like, am I stronger than that person over there? Like, I could take them. Like, who am I sleeping with? You know, stuff like that will come through, that's associated with the lower chakras. But as you get higher up, there's a connection emotionally that begins. And so this person may kind of be stuck within their solar plexus, because I'm seeing like half of an activated solar plexus, which means that this person just goes off of instinct and has not yet mastered their willpower. So yeah, maybe you're just here looking for answers about what's up with this person's energy. Yeah, I'm seeing just like all red and orange here, and a little bit of yellow, which aligns too with the chakras. What I'm getting is that you may be like, I'm not going to wait around for this anymore because I'm trying to build a future, and this person just keeps showing you that you can't build a future with them. I'm hearing, I know that you want to, however, they're just not in the space yet. Like, they're not ready. And here's the thing, like, you can wait around as long as you want. This person may never fully awaken. Sometimes we have lifetimes that we don't awaken. Like, that's not the point of the lifetime. And so you can like bet on this person and have them never wake up, or for some of you, maybe they will wake up, but you don't actually know that. So you have to ask yourself, if things stay exactly as they are with this person right now, will I be happy here with them? Is that something I'm willing to do? Because it's all your choice at the end of the day. You get to decide what you want to do here with them. So in the case that they stay in exactly the same energy as they are right now, can you stay in this without you being resentful? Resentment is going to come from you having unmet needs, and that's your responsibility to make sure that your needs are getting met. So if you're actively staying in a situation where your needs are not being met, and you're trying to make something happen that this person has not actualized yet, you're just going to end up being resentful. And when you really feel that way about yourself, you're going to project it onto this person and create like a really like toxic energy between the two of you, because they're not something that you want them to be, because they're not compatible with your expectations and values and needs. So some of you are like actually going to walk away because you're like, I recognize that I'm the creator of my reality, and that in order for me to manifest what I want and to get my needs met, I have to walk away from this. Because some of you like are trying to build a foundation and a future here, and you know, again, because of the way that this person shows up or fails to show up, you can't do that with them. However, if you're okay with that, then this is fine. But you really want to ask yourself, some of you too are like, I don't want to walk away because of the connection that I have with this person, as if this is the only person you're going to connect with like this. But there are plenty of other people. I know also too, like I have history with this person, those things coming up too. But what's that mean for you right now? Like, you're not in the past, you're in the present. So what does your history mean to you? If you're just like right now in this moment, like nothing about the future, nothing about the past, just right now, like how are you feeling? And is this something that's working for you? This is like an advertisement for something that like promises you it's going to be what you want, and it like gets you to like pour in like all of your energy or money into it, and it is not going to deliver. This is that same sentiment. It's the same sentiment of you like using the wrong pieces and trying to get them to function in a way that like they're not going to, because you have the wrong pieces to get that outcome that you want. Because I'm seeing you be like, why is this not working? Why is this not working? And it's because it's the wrong pieces. Like the thing that you want, that result that you want, like this person's energy is not compatible with that. It's almost like you're trying to manifest something you want as if it's just you within the relationship, but this person's energy affects your ability to manifest, because you guys are manifesting together, because there's two of you, because there are two of you. So that's why. So it's like, if this were just you solo flying the plane here, you would get to the destination you're trying to go. But because this person has a different, they're like on a different frequency, that's why you can't get where you're trying to go. But I'm seeing you almost try to do this alone. Like you can take this on alone. Like you can somehow like make this not be a situation with the devil, but it's going to be, because that's what it is. So it's like, as much of your work and effort that you try to pour into this, it's not going to turn it into something else, because this is just what it is. Like no amount of transmuting and time and energy is going to change the like raw materials of this situation. And you can't change this person either. You can't. As much as you may think like, oh, if I'm just like consistent, if I just keep working, because it's not up to you. Like this person's journey is their own, and that's just where they are. And there's also nothing wrong with where they are. They're exactly where they need to be. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Like that's their karmic trip. But their karma is not your karma unless you decide to take that on and make it your own. And that's you deciding. So just keep that in mind as you move through this. If you're taking this on, it's because you're choosing to. You have all of the power. You're definitely in a very stubborn energy I'm seeing here, which has probably paid off in many other areas of your life. Like for some of you, I'm seeing you be a very diligent, hard worker. And I'm seeing that like your stubborn energy when it comes to other areas of your life has paid off for you, but it's not going to pay off within this situation. It's just going to be you sort of like banging into a wall repeatedly until you're like, oh, I got to go around here. I'm not going to be able to break through this. What your guides are saying, just like in this moment, what you can do is go in your corner of the room and reflect independently about your values, your relationship values, and then come back and compare what's going on between you and this person and ask yourself if those things are compatible. And that's going to give you all the answer that you need here. As much as this may feel like going backwards, it's not. You're making progress, and you've actually made a lot of progress when it comes to the pain that you've experienced in the cycle with this person, in the multiple cycles you've had. All right, my friends, we are going to leave this reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.